that great in school either, to his delight. So he grabbed that report card too, and he kept it with him. A week or so later, when he got his report card from school, he walked up to his father with his report card and his dad's report card together. He put the two together and said, "Here, Dad, here's my report card from school, along with one of yours from when you were a boy." And he gave it to his dad, and his dad looked at these report cards, and he looked at his own, and then he looked at the boys, and he finally said, "Yeah, I guess I didn't do really too much better at school than you were doing, did I?" And the boy was beginning to breathe a real sigh of relief and said, "No, that's right, Dad." His dad said, "So I guess then the only fair thing for me to do would be for me to give you what my dad gave me." Now you see, there's a parent who was up for the job, wasn't he? He was pretty quick. That kind of backfired on that kid. But anyway, kids are pretty resourceful, and if you're going to be a parent, you try to be one step ahead, although you're not always one step ahead, but it can be a challenge. Now, what we're talking about today, though, is not just parenting in general. We're talking about a very specific part of parenting, and I think that probably all of us in this room, whether we're parents or not, but particularly if we are, but even if we're not, are probably very concerned about this, because we're talking about the task of helping our children develop their own faith. See what I'm getting at? Or you could say, helping children own the faith for themselves. And of course, there are lots of questions raised by this, but I would think one of the most foundational things about this is very obvious, because this will have everything to do with how we as parents live out and communicate the faith to our children. Most of us are involved in communication in form or whatever. I mean, I happen to be a teacher, so I spend my entire life teaching and working with ideas and thinking about how to communicate them, and that just happens to be my job. And some of you will be teachers in this room as well, but even if you're not, if you're in business, whether you're in business or whether you're in advertising or marketing, if you're a lawyer, a plumber, a pastor, a parent, whatever it is, we're all involved in the job of communicating in one form or another. We just are.